Yes.
Good afternoon, my dear friends. Before my presentation, I would like to invite you to watch a very small video clip. Next slide, please. Next slide.
We must not make a scarecrow of the law, setting up to fear the birds of prey, and let it keep one shape till custom make their perch and not their terror.
That is words of Angelo in Measure for Measure by William Shakespeare. My dear friends, I wish to base my presentation on some facts arising from my article titled Certain Rights in Dramatic and Musical Works, Enshrined in Article 3, Sub-Article 3 and Article 11 of Berne Convention, appearing in the Baku Conference book. Protection for dramatic works is a subject matter of protected works under copyright, which is one of the main streams of the subject of intellectual property. Next slide. There are two branches in intellectual property. One is industrial property. Next slide. Other one is copyright and related rights. Drama and dramatic works coming under copyright and related rights. Next slide. This is a definition for the convention in Black's Law Dictionary. In a convention, the contracting countries undertake to legally enforce what is agreed upon in the convention in their respective countries. Berne Convention for the Protection of the Literary and Artistic Works is the first multilateral instrument in the area of copyright. As of today, 176 countries become contracting parties to this convention, including Republic of Azerbaijan, Russian Federation, and Sri Lanka I am representing. These are the main areas of Berne Convention. Next slide, please. Next slide. These are the main areas of Berne Convention. Under Berne Convention, literary and artistic works producing one member country are given equal protection to all its member countries, and it also set out the minimum rights of the authors. It grants term of protection for their works during their lifetime and the 50 years thereafter. But the term of protection shall be governed by the legislation of the country where protection is claimed. As example, in Republic of Azerbaijan, Russian Federation and Sri Lanka, it is 70 years. 70 years means lifetime of the author plus 70 years after his death. Next slide, please. This is the definition given to the term theatre art, alternative title drama, in Britannica Encyclopedia. According to this definition has very much focused on most outstanding feature of drama, that is live performances. Next slide, please. The performative nature of dramatic works is broadly discussed by the Court of Appeal of United Kingdom in the case of Norwegian versus Arts Limited. You know, in order to lively perform something, there should be two parties. One who perform, actor, and one who sees it, audience. Interactions between and among the actor, live performances, and the audience create an idea or feeling in the audience about what is being performed live. That idea or feeling created in the audience establishes a live mental link with the drama. That is what is technically termed as spectacle. Spectacle distinguishes drama from other works of art. Next slide, please. Aristotle and Baku have identified it in different ways of the features of drama in their works, Poetics and Natyashastra. But between the Aristotle and the Baku have different meanings. Man has known many modes of entertainment. None of them so far has been able to challenge the unbroken existence of drama secured by this very special feature, spectacle. Let us now touch on the legal aspects for dramatic works in Berne Convention. Next slide, please. Next slide. This is the Article 2, Sub-Article 1 of the Berne Convention. Article 2, Sub-Article 1 of Berne Convention set out subjects protected under Berne Convention. The subjects closely related to performing arts are set out close to each other, apparently forming a one group, and dramatic or dramatico-musical works have been made as the first one of them. This arrangement shows the way the convention treats them, that is, legal protection under Berne Convention is given to them after giving due consideration to their very nature. Next slide, please. In this context, praise dramatic or dramatico-musical works refers to a category of arts that are lively performed. It includes not only drama in popular sense, but also ballet, opera, and the like, which are more musically compositional. Next slide, please. This is the Article 3, Sub-Article 3 of the Berne Convention. First part of Article 3, Sub-Article 3 of Berne Convention defines the term published works. And the second part of the same article categorically set out the areas of performing arts that are excluded from published works. There, the first one to be mentioned is the performance of a dramatic or dramatico-musical works. And this space given to the dramatic or dramatico-musical works bears ample testimony to the recognition given to live performance in those works. Next slide, please. The script of a drama is a published work. It only becomes a drama when it is performed live. Next slide, please. This has been broadly dealt with by American Supreme Court in the case of Daly versus Palmer. The view of the Indian Supreme Court about the same matter is embodied in the case of Academy of General Education Manipal versus B. Balini Malla. Rights of the authors of literary and artistic works, musical works, and cinematography are set out in separate articles in the Berne Convention. Next slide, please. Article 11 of Berne Convention speaks of exclusive right of authors of dramatic works. Sub-Article 1 of the same article speaks of those rights in relation to public performance of their works. The latter part of the Article 11 Sub-Article 1 extends those rights in relation to reproduction of public performance, dramatic works such as CD distribution, telecasting, and publishing through internet. The words any means or process that have been intentionally added to the Article 11 Sub-Article 1 emphasize the fact that it is live public performance that Article 11 Sub-Article 1 refers to. My dear friends, it is one thing in mind that provisions of Berne Convention related to the rights of authors of dramatic works have been made. That I say is live performance is only by giving legal protection to the live performance of dramatic works that we can secure the very existence of dramatic works now and hereafter, and that shall be the philosophy of theatre in 21st century, the concept of existence. That is this year Baku conference theme. Thank you. If you have any question regarding my presentation, I can answer.
Okay. Well, maybe I didn't get it right, but I just wanted to know that, are you saying that when it comes to publishing, you have the permission to publish, but if you're performing,
No.
it does not fall into that category?
No, there is two categories. There is script is under copyrights. There is a copyright for the script writer.
Right.
The drama, they become a drama, there is a copyright for the director.
The director should have a copyright to perform it.
Director perform, yeah. There is another performance that are related rights, performers, actors, dancers, musicians, and they also have a related rights.
But I thought that when you're performing, it is not put on record.
No, the actors have their performance, they are acting. The actors have their performance for related rights. But a drama, the director has a copyright for his creation.
Copyright from the person who has written the play.
Written the play, the scriptwriter has the copyright for his script.
But the director, what kind of copyright does he need?
I couldn't get it.
What kind of copyright does the director require?
Yeah.
What kind of copyright?
The director needs permission from the author of the script.
Author also means that the script writer. Script writer.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
This is about translation work. Like any drama is translated into another language. What kind of copyright obligations?
According to the law, during the duration of the period of duration, there is some countries 50 years, some countries 70 years. There is a duration period, anyone can, under the permission, without, they can produce or they can copy the drama without permission. If you translate, you have a own rights to your translation. The law says translation is your own creation. But duration period, you must get a permission from the original author.
Okay, does that mean that if the translator wants to publish it, he or she has to get...
Translator can publish the translation because that is his own creation.
Okay.
Anyone can, more questions I can answer.
But then, just one more question. Since we do a lot of translation.
Sual yoktu.
Sorry?
İndiyse söz verilir Saniye Kabdiyeva'ya, Kazakistan.
Thank you.